Hello, hello, hello. How are we all doing today? How is it going? We are going to do some creative Minecraft today. Um, I have done some building, but we'll get to that in a second. I've just been testing. You know, should be mouth moving there. There we go. There we go. Hello, Afa. Hello, Paimon. Hello, Alan. Hello, Ram Roundby. All right. So I've been building a little bit, and I tend to prefer when I do like more rustic styles, I suppose. I tend to go for Tudor. And this is what I have made so far. And I'm trying to basically find like a style that I want to do my first sort of Minecraft, my first sort of village area in. And I guess this is it was made to be a um it was made to be like my starter house, I suppose. You come in here and I've set this up to be like the storage room, some like basic furnace array there, and it's well lit and it's got like plenty of storage, more than enough for vanilla. Get a little elevator up here. And I have made room for like an enchanting area to look like a study or something. We've got these bay windows everywhere that are lit up so that they look like it's glowing from when you're outside. Um, and then I have like a top story that I don't really have anything to do with right now. Um, but you know, this has plenty of room. I find that the difficulty with vanilla is that there's not a whole lot to do. I've been playing so much modded. It's like I need a kitchen because there's a bunch of kitchen stuff and I need this and that and the other thing, but like for you really only need like your enchanting room, your storage room, and that's like the and like where you're going to put your bed and stuff. I guess could find I don't like putting my nether portal in my house though. It's really loud and annoying. So I don't think I'd do that. And if you come out here, I have wanted to originally it was just this main section here and it was symmetrical on both sides. And I was trying to think of ways and there's like no little decorations or little signs of life. This is just like the basic build, right? That I'm trying to do. Here's the roof line. It is a 2 wide, so we got kind of this awkward sort of chunky roof line that I'm not super sure about. I might, like I said, I might tweak it. This is just like something that I whipped up and textured and trying to play with like a color palette. So if you look at this from a distance, um I could probably tweak the trim a little bit, but I've like made this to kind of look like this up here is in shadows and it kind of gets lighter as it goes down to kind of give this illusion of like the top part sticking out more. Because if you look at like old Tudor homes, um, they have a small footprint because that's how property tax was on houses was calculated at the time. Um, it was calculated by the footprint of how big this area was. But then you'd have them getting extra square footage by like popping out the second and third stories, right? So this would actually be bigger than this, and I believe that that is the case here. I don't know. It's messing with my mind a little bit because it how it blends down. But if you like take a step back and you look at it from a distance, it looks so weird standing there on its own. But if you take a step back and it looks down, you look at it from a distance, it looks like this upper part is in shadow more than this lower part. Which was the effect I was going for. So I really like how that turned out. And this is just stripped dark oak and then mangrove and then oak and then stripped spruce and then like a barrel. Same with right here. I really like the mangrove wood. Really, really great middle tone between like this stripped dark oak and the oak. So you get like this nice gradual gradient of browns. And it's a nice texture, so I really like it. And then I just mostly did this in dark oak, and I don't think I've used some birch, but I don't think there's any way to make there isn't really a middle between, you know, spruce and dark, and that's fine. But like there's no way. I mean, like I guess if I were to change it, it would be up near the top, but I actually don't know how that would look. Maybe I should test that out. Let's make a copy. So I've got Axiom installed. Thank you, Aoife. I do like the pale oak. It's really nice for texturing. I guess this is for you. Here's my color palette. So I've got blackstone, cherry wood, crimson planks, and stripped crimson hyphae. I actually don't think I ended up using this on the roof. I think I just went straight just these three, so that I could have some stairs and like I used this as a middle block, but I didn't have yeah. And then I have this, and then the grays are smooth basalt, pale oak wood, acacia, and tuff. And then for the whites, I have diorite, polished diorite, pale oak, and then stripped pale oak wood. And that's kind of the palette. And then we have like the orange glass and stuff. And I'm really pleased with how the texturing came out. I've done some sneaky things like this is smooth basalt. So we have smooth basalt up here and like the darkest things here, but this would also be in shadow. So I made that basalt just so that it would look more shaded. And I think the effect is really nice when you pull back. It's just I don't really know what to do with the inside, I suppose. I mean, I guess I could furnish it. I'm like starting to realize why so many Minecrafters don't like to do interiors in vanilla. Because like I'm going to be down here for the most part. Usually when I make houses, they're quite small. So this is bigger than what I would usually make. And I guess out here would mostly be filled with decoration, wouldn't it? I could make like a little living room here, but there's not as much utility that takes up a lot of space inside a starter house anyway. In vanilla Minecraft, I'm starting to realize. So like what else do I put up here? Oh, I lost my chat. Chat is oh, well, give me a break. Alright, just gonna... yeah, I know that there's this is okay. So for starters, this is Java. I always play Java. I never play Bedrock. For one thing, and for second, like this world is very specifically vanilla. Like this series is like supposed to be like kind of like building my forever world, and I want that to be vanilla because if you start adding mods, there's no guarantee it'll be updated for the next version, so you could just basically lose your world or like you will never be able to update it. So I like modded Minecraft, but you can't really keep them forever. It's always going to be temporary because when the updates roll out, there's no guarantee you'll be able to bring your world to the next version, and in fact, you almost never can. Um, but that's okay. There's different ways to play. But for a forever world, I'm using utilities. Like you'll see, I have the map there, but honestly, I don't really need it for a creative world, so I'm just going to turn it off. I have a couple utilities, but if I don't want it, so that if this world that I make, if I transfer it up to a new version, I don't want to lose anything. So while I don't mind using utilities, I don't want the world to break. Utilities can always be replaced, and while it can be a little bit painful, you can say, you can leave those behind. But if you start building the world with modded blocks, then you suddenly make it so that you're kind of stuck to that version, which sucks. I don't want to. I can make furniture out of vanilla. It's not. We've got a lot more options than we used to. Like I haven't done much yet, but if you come in here, like I made a little chair. Um like oh, I don't know. If I wanted to make a couch, I could a good color for a couch. Let's use this. And maybe let's use that. And maybe that. Like if I wanted to make it like a sectional couch, perhaps I could do that. And then maybe I want a coffee table here. So let's do oak. Just as an example. And you know what? If we wanted this to match, what we could do. Right? And then maybe we want to add an end table. So let's see. Maybe we could take these stairs. And then you know, maybe we could start making furniture that way. It's not hard to make furniture. It's just that it absolutely is just like there's no function to this, which kind of sucks. And then maybe I'd want to make a little maybe here I'd want to make a little sound system. Make it look like so here's like, I don't know, my stereo. I don't want to do too much of that, but maybe I will go make it look like I don't know. little stereo system. And let's see, what would be a good thing to put in the middle? Probably something that isn't a full block. Well, like this. Let's check that there. Rid of all these. What's some other non-full blocks? Um, I could use here. Thing. There's there's that new thing. The mace, the core that comes with it. What's it called? Is it just See, this is a really cool little object. And like, what is that? I don't know. Use your imagination. But there's a couple like little things like that. There's that. There's that. That one floats though. So we won't use that. Like, kind of like we're not sure what this is, but you could use it for building. Perhaps put something like that there. And then that there. And like, I don't know what this is, but it could be anything, right? I believe this will also, yeah. And maybe those are, oh, no. Do they always stick to the, yeah. Okay, okay. So they'll always go on like the lower half as if they're sitting on the ground. That's a little annoying. That's okay though. But like, maybe that's like the power button or something. But like we could kind of like, you got to use your imagination a little bit more with vanilla, but like you can kind of create these little systems here, and then maybe we have, I don't know. I think, oh yeah, that's the vault. We have to get stuff that we can obtain in vanilla. Maybe like we would keep records in here and then play them on here, or we could make it look a little bit more natural and make it seem like there's shelving there. And then let's use dark oak. Now it looks like there's like a shelf above here and we could like put records there. For example. Actually, you know what? I don't like it being that thick, so I think we would go this. Or is that too thin? We could do the best of both worlds. It looks like it has some support. Or we could do the opposite. Yeah, I think I like that a little bit better because then it creates this nice kind of V shape. Yeah, but that's just an example. Or you could like... Sorry, I just fell through my hole. I think I would... Yeah, I think I like that a little bit more. Or just as an example. But again, like, there's not a lot of... But now I can have a place to play my records. But if we come down here, we kind of have all of the other function, like our grindstone is right there, our anvil's right there. But if we do also need it when we're enchanting, grindstone, anvil, ender chest, other chests to keep like lapis in, I suppose. And we could put like little decorations, like maybe we could put like, I don't know. And you could put well, I guess I already have one right there, right? But like you could put like little apple. I love using these as like a couple and candles. Go red. Magical. you know, you just do like little decorations like that. It's always good. Oh no, I wanted the pot. Um, put there, and um, da, 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 da. Contrasting color. You know, and then that gives a little bit of atmosphere in here. There's things we could do to, what's up here? So, this little extra room. Yeah, you know. So yeah, absolutely stuff we can do to kind of decorate on the interior with just vanilla. There is absolutely things we can do. But like it seems like a waste of space when I'm starting to think that something of this size might be better for like a villager house or something. Because I don't want to like, I don't like keeping villagers contained into like little cells. So like giving them spaces where they can walk around and do their little jobs, it might be better to do it that way. And then maybe having like a couple like stations for them. So as much as I like how this building turned out, I don't think I like it for a starter house. It's just so big. There's so much room. I don't like it. So what I'll probably do is if I include if I end up going in that Tudor direction, I would probably keep this as my enchanting area. I think this is like a really cool little enchanting area. It's perfectly sized. But I think that I would turn this more into a library. So we're gonna like put a pin in this, and then like we could put villagers in here later as like if we make this in creative. But yeah. Mhm. Why so humane with the villager? I don't know. It just feels better. It feels less cheaty. Um, what is my opinion on the most recent Minecraft Live? I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really watch it. I am tentatively excited about the ghasts, the new ghast. I think that's really cool. Um, but I fear that I fear more what they symbolize because I think it's a cool concept. But I noticed that it's coming out at the same time that it was revealed to be part of the movie, and I just question the intentions behind it, you know? Like I don't like what's that for? Why are you doing it now? Also, for those of you that are wondering like what the fuck is this over here? I'll show you. So this is a color field that's generated by Axiom. And what it does is it helps you pick out colors. So all of the white blocks are over here, and it gets darker and darker as you go back. And so there's like some pink, and then there's like some purples over here. You get light blues, and you'll notice that like in some spots it's like, oh, there isn't a lot of like light purples and like pale blues and stuff like that. We don't have a lot of blocks over here, but we've got a lot of grays from we've got a bit of a gap here, and I would love if we could fill that in with new blocks. If we could just get some blocks that represent more parts of the color scale, that would be great. But we have like a pretty good all the way to from white to gray to light to darker gray to black, all the way back, pretty well represented to the darkest block, which is black concrete. This is the darkest block in the game. We've also got a lot of reds and oranges and browns. So like this would be like a really good dark brown. You might even want to go as far as choosing black terracotta or gray terracotta, but you've got like these browns, and it gets lighter and lighter, and you could kind of pick where you'd want to go, because you could go like a bit of a more orangey brown and come up this way, or you can go a grayish brown and come down this way. Or you can just go straight on through and just grab as many blocks as you can. You could shift from one color to the other, like orange to red, perhaps. Or you could do this copper stuff. But like, let's use this example. Let's pick moss. And then maybe I want to go, what's that? Oh, it's grass. I just have the down on the sides. Let's go. It's got lots of, let's kind of go, maybe green moss isn't a great first option. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's do stuff with stuff that's just to prove my point, and we'll get to these later as well. Let's choose something with a lot of neighbors. Yes, let's go up here. So let's start with this stripped oak wood. Then we'll go this way, and then stripped jungle log. Let's make sure it's the wood variant, actually. Jungle wood, and then jungle planks, and then brown mushroom block, and then sure, let's do that. Sometimes you might want to like look left and right, but it's kind of up to you. I think I'm gonna curve over this way, and then maybe we'll pick dirt, and then brown concrete pattern, perhaps, and then maybe brown walls. So we've got like a bit of a gradient going on, and then we can go that. And now we have like a very gentle gradient here. Especially, and the further back you get, the better it looks. That looks great. Usability, though, the thing is that only this block and this block have stairs, so you've got to keep that in mind when you're using this. You might want to start at a color like a pretty popular color gradient. Maybe you want to start at a color like this and you want to get warmer. Let's start with our stripped warped hyphae, and we're gonna go that way. Or let's kind of go this way up to and up towards the warmer. So we'll grab this, and not a lot of friendlies over here. So maybe we'll go up. Grab the same. Why is this here twice? Interesting. That's fine. And maybe we will then grab, you know, you got to make sure you're not grabbing things that are too similar, but it can help a little bit. And maybe we'll take a little, that might be a little bit too different, I think. This is pretty close for some reason. And this isn't perfect, mind you, but it can kind of help you, I find. And again, this is a pretty big change because you're going from blue to like a warm brown, but and now if you scroll out, a bit more of a gentler gradient. And like because we're missing some colors, it's not going to be perfect, but it's an interesting tool. Now Axiom introduced a new tool in recent versions that's called the Gradient Helper. By the way, this stuff is only really available in creative mode, and it's only available in single player unless you pay a fee or ask permission. But for example, this will just generate a palette for me. If I want to do it in less blocks, I can I can say same texture, must, but it has to be opaque, solid, full cube, you know, for example. But let's try this one. Perhaps I know exactly what my middle block is. Perhaps I want my middle block to be weathered cut copper. Back to the gradient helper. And it's gonna, help me fill that in. So this is the gradient that it suggested for me. And it's gonna use machine and math to kind of figure out. And like, technically speaking, if you go back really far, it looks fine. Maybe I want to give it a little bit more. Maybe we want to give it a little bit more space. And this is the new one that it suggests for us. This is the same, so we're just gonna go straight there to there to there to there. And again, if you technically go back really far, it'll look okay, but I think when you're like, that looks fine, better and better the farther away you get. It looks like a smooth gradient, but that's not the reality of how you're going to interact with Minecraft most of the time. So you might make different decisions based on what you're actually building, but it can be an interesting tool. This is the color picker. And for example, my Crim avatar got this color. And if I wanted to make something that's kind of close to the Crim avatar color, I could go here and I could be like, give me as many things as you could. Actually, I could probably grab the exact color. If you is FF. That's the exact Crim color, which, that's pretty pink. He's saying that. I think that's right. F5E. Yeah, but no, that's the color. So maybe not. Definitely looks. Anyway, looks a little too pink because Crimp is a little pink, but that pink. I saw this, and now I have this color, but the problem is that it's going to immediately, yeah, turn gray, unfortunately. Fire coral is one of the coral blocks, and it has to be touching water at all times, but yeah, kind of sucks. But that's okay. The actual crimson stuff's pretty represent. It's kind of purple. That's not crimson. That's purple. But I tend to use like mangrove and crimson when I'm wanting to go for that effect to represent the character. I was gonna see, why is that great? It's because it was dirt and that's grass. And of course grass grew on top of it. Anyway, back to actually building though. But that's just some of the stuff the Axiom mod can do. It has all of these tools in it that are really handy. It has this thing, which I really like, which is kind of a selection tool that you can do stuff with. Like if I wanted to move this whole building, all I'd have to do is make sure it's all in the selection box. I'm pressing the middle key to sort of extend the selection, make sure it's all covered, and then I could just, the rendering looks a little bit weird because it does, but move the whole thing. And maybe I want to fill this in, so I'll just go back and all full. But yeah, this is an example of some of the tools you can use with Axiom. There's this mode, which is basically like, it's basically a 3D modeling software all on its own. This is where I generated the color map. There's a lot of really powerful tools in here. I don't use this as much because I tend to prefer painting by hand. But I think it'd probably be useful for terrain. Using Axiom with shaders, bold move. I don't like how I've been using these. It's what's it called? Um, Miniature shaders, and I'm spoiled rotten, and I don't like looking at Minecraft because this. You want to see Minecraft without them? It's so gray looking. I mean, like this still looks fine. I think that still looks great. Um, but I am really liking these minimal shaders. It's not much, but it brightens it up just a little bit while still feeling vanilla. So I've been really liking using them. Complimentary and those really exciting ones are fine, but yeah, let's get to building. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to find some inspo art. I did this a bit when I was doing Sims as well. And finding voxel art and isometric art is usually a really good way to start because that's like a simplified style already. So I'm at that point where it's like 2 monitors is not enough. I need 4. I need more monitors. More. But let's go. Firefox window. Perfect. Firefox. Yes. I really like this. I could pull it off though. I like to do like cottage on the hill. Here's some stuff that's a little modern, but I'm wanting to do something less modern. Fantasy. It's also possible that some of this is AI. I don't think this one is. I'm gonna try to avoid AI. Really like probably that stuff. These are cool. I think I could definitely mimic those in Minecraft, but I think it's a little too big for what I'm going for right now. I want something small. This one. With a little chicken pen. Okay, who's this by? By Pixibo. Let's do a little Minecraft build based off of this art by Pixibo. I am going to and let's keep this up in the corner here. Just to use as a reference piece, I think. And here. Yeah, let's use this as like a nice little reference piece. The architect's room in Matrix Reloaded, but it's Krim spinning in his comically large gamer chair. Yes, without at some point it's like food without salt when you're using shaders. So I think we can go with this color scheme. Well, I do like the color scheme, kind of gray and teal. The question is, so we have a couple different options for and then we have Prismarine. See. This might be one of those times where we go gradient helper and we input that to that. That's what it's suggesting. That. So it's suggesting we want all of these to be stairs, right? Saying oxide. What else? Might not have a good in between to jump right to the oxidized. Maybe we keep it a little dark. We don't use that. But I think yes for these two. And perhaps we go back to our over here and kind of brainstorm what other colors we could use in this. I mean, there is that. We have something that goes a little bit darker here. We don't really get anything immediately in the darker side of this, but if we go this way, the next brightest thing is that, and that's just like not really the color I'm going for. I suppose we could go like a two-toned thing. Because, yeah, they don't really have any blocks in common, or any blocks around them. And look how far away that cut copper is. So, it's really, that's okay. We do have two different colors that we can use, and they both have stair variants and slab variants. So, we can use them in the roof. It is going to be a bit of a limited palette up on the roof, but I think that's okay. We might also add in some stuff with moss to make it look sort of overgrown. So we might end up adding some stuff there, but I'm not going to think about that too far. But these will be like our roof colors. I think we'll probably be using a lot of spruce. I'm not using this anymore. And again, we're going to come over here for some ideas. So this is where the spruce wood is. And we are coming up for ideas with the trim. And I think, honestly, if I go back over here, I might grab this palette that I had here. Where it was... Here, zooping around. Where it was... The thing is, I think I still have this. Yeah, I still actually have it in my hotbars, so I'm just come back over this place, womp, and we'll just use the have it saved in the axioms. So like this can be our trim, and I think we can add a lot of, let's actually can add a lot of dimension this way. Maybe that, a little bit of that, and that can be like the color of our trim. And we can also use some spruce, and we can use, we'll have some dark oak incorporated into the trim. So it'll be a similar, it'll be very actually quite similar to that in color scheme. And then we have the walls themselves, and the picture that we have, it's a little bit, there's the brick chimney, and that'll be a bit of a pop of color. So it has like a darker gray foundation and then a lighter gray, almost white. But I don't want to, I copy that exactly, but I'm like, I do want to play with the new pale oak stuff. So I could use a similar color scheme. I think I might go pretty close. With this as my lightest, I think. And then maybe andesite as my darkest. So let's go to the gradient helper again. And let's go there. Too much. No, we don't want that. Perfect. Okay. Stone diorite. I think that would be good. Got that, that, that. This is way too noisy, so I'm going to make the conscious decision to collapse it down. Maybe do that. I think that could look pretty good. I like that. And then we have like a darker gray foundation. And I think tough. I think tough. Really? Might, instead of going for, instead of necessarily going from dark to light, it gets textured and less textured. But also, I believe, might be able to incorporate a little bit of moss. Oh, that's infested. I don't want that. Regular. And maybe this is when we start to incorporate. No, I don't want to. Bit of, let's say, incorporate a little bit of, how do we want to kind of represent this? We'll go, yeah, as if this is a branch out and then branch out, and it kind of leads to that. Yeah. I like that. Okay. Now, let's check on each. If there's any. Incorporating over here. Don't think so. There's also the resin stuff, but I don't think we got. Did get lots of resin. It did come with the full thing, huh? You got the block of resin, the resin bricks. Yeah, so it does come up with everything. Interesting. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Silence my phone. Should have done that already. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. There we go. There you go. Apologies. Back with chat. Chicken coop design I made on the server is pretty good. Thank you. I've been using that design for quite a bit of things. But I think this might be a good start to how we kind of start out with second. And then we need something for the brick chimney, which is not difficult. But it'll be like a nice pot because everything else is kind of cool and in the browns and neutrals, right? So let's go brick. You want to use these sparingly, I think. And then terracotta. These are actually very similar colors. And you we kind of variations here, and this can be stuff that we use to make the brick, and that could be a little bit more higgledy-piggledy, I think. I don't think that there's really, yeah, kind of this area up here that we're using, kind of surrounding stuff here. If we wanted to go a bit browner, we could go there, but I do want to keep it kind of in the red area. These are all very similar. This is actually browner than I thought it was. Maybe we want to grab that one. Or like a red terracotta. I think this is okay, though. I think this is fine. But yes, so we've kind of like broken down the colors we're going to use. Now let's get an idea of the shape, shall we? And I think we will include the chicken coop as well. So let's start with this. And we'll start with very basic colors. We're not going to bother texturing. But we're going to use our little stack command. And it's a pretty square house. So I think 7 by 9. Good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And then yeah. And this is, I think, will be the size that we work with for the very base. This is not including the porch, which we will build out. This is just the main structure of the house. And let's just go and use you. And then what we're going to want is 2 for the door. I think we're going to keep it have a 2 high window thing. And then we are going to want sort of a gradually sloping roof. Might even be more gradual than that, honestly, but just to get an idea of what we're doing. And then we're going to pop this out 3, I think. And then If we're going to want to use... Let's mark the middle. I think the door's going to go right in the middle like that. And I think we'll probably have like a 3-high door. That. I have like our big bay window, I think. We'll probably have some chests along the wall. Okay. Yeah. Let me out. Okay, thank you. Okay, cool. So let's grab all the variants of this. We'll just use the warped stuff for now, and then we can kind of... Yeah. So this is rounded. We're going to start with... No, I'm not doing this right. Should dip off. Okay, yeah. I think what I want to do... That. And that. That. See here. Yeah, like that. I think that's in the middle. Yeah, it is. Yeah. That looks okay. And we have to go back in. I'll figure that out in a second. Give me a momento. And to make this kind of look like it connects better, we'll go there. I don't think that's a full block, right? No. Oh, actually, yeah, no, that is a full block. Okay, cool. That's the side view. And I'm just going to make sure... We're here on the same side, same thing. Oh, actually, yeah, that was one short, actually. My bad. We're going to flip it with Control F, and then we're going to bring it right there. And then that's perfect. Perfect. And we'll fill this in here. Like I said, I'll worry about texturing it right now. It's just about getting the shape, and you want to texture later. And like a lot of people would not even go this far. Though I wonder if... Get rid of this. I have a better idea. What if this is actually... And yeah, I think yeah, this looks way better. Though I might want to do that because there's a bit of a seam on the top, but I think I'll just leave it how it is. And yeah, that's fine. I could do, wanted to give it a little bit of texture. I could do, oh no, I can't. Right. Okay, doesn't matter. This is fine. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. So this is like the bare bones thing. But you'll also notice that we have that thing in the middle where we have this sort of curved piece. So what we're going to actually do is smaller and it's more peaked. So what we're going to do is start it around here. And what we'll do, do a bit of this. We want to come all the way out to, yeah, let's go one more. And we want to do that. That. I believe. That goes right there. That connects. Get rid of these. Yeah. Fine. And we bring that. Get rid of that. That. That connects. Perfect. And then those, and then we'll just grab this, grab the clone. Oop. Oop. Perfect. And we have to come back in and fix some of the holes in the roof. Then we want to come back in and we want to fill this in. Rid of that. All right. And that's kind of our progress there. We do probably. There we go. Okay. So that's kind of what we have so far. And you might see that it's starting to take shape. How do we add in the trim? That's the question. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and stick to this. I think we're going to stick to the stripped spruce wood again, just to get the shape. This is where things may be different because you can, what may start to look a little different because we have to make this trim the same size as the actual blocks. And there's a couple different ways we could do this. It can be flush. And we could change it all this way. We could start texturing it that way. Make it look more like the picture. I tend to not like this though. This is like my least favorite way to add those supports. What I tend to do is I add another layer of depth, and that might get a little bit fucky with the roof. Usually I would do this part before the roof. Maybe I did things a little bit out of order. But let's just see how it works out. And I might have to redo the roof, but that's okay. Actually, there'd be a really easy way to do this where we don't actually have to change much. We're just gonna bring that up here. And what we'll end up doing is we're gonna use this to frame it out, like I said. Gonna back. Oh, come on. Nope. Never mind. Okay. 3, 4. It does add a bit of a lip, but that is kind of in the original drawing. It's just not very pronounced. In Minecraft, usually you're limited and you have to exaggerate certain things you wouldn't. It's not going to be exact. It's not going to be exact. It's okay. But we are going to try to get this looking okay. Ugh. I start to have mixed feelings, and it's like a trust the process moment. Trust the process, guys. I promise I am not insane. Okay. There. There. I'm going to push this. On something happened. Want move. Yeah. Sorry. Doot. Ooh. Try that again. Doot. What is happening? I'm struggling to use this very basic tool. I think everything is selected. Now. Oh my goodness. I should not be using Axiom with shaders. Whoever said that, you're absolutely right. Okay, and you're probably thinking, Prim, this looks really fucking stupid. And you'd be right. Let's go over here for a second. And a big difference is that it has like a framed roof. But I still think we can make this work. Let's kind of study this as how we handled it. We kind of dropped things down, have a little underside, and then made it the roof a layer. Sort of that last drop is on the same layer here. And this is kind of sitting on top. So I think we can manage this. Whoa. So we're ultimately gonna have this layer here. And then this layer here. I think that it might be this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think that might be what. Ooh. Oh. We might have to redo the roof. Dang it. I hate redoing the roof. Okay, that's fine. We'll redo the roof. We'll redo the roof. It happens. It happens. It's not actually that hard to set up a roof in Axiom, so I'm not that butthurt about it. That's going to be annoying, though. That's okay. This is part of it. This is why we start in creative. I'm definitely okay. But we're starting here. Right? We need this little kind of area. We're starting here. We're going up a big one, big jump. Worried the roof is going to get a little big. But we should be fine. Where are we? Huh? Okay. Might be a full block. Yeah. Then this is working out pretty good. Because I think we're going to be able to do that thing that we wanted to do before. Okay. Let's own. Then let's. That's kind of our frame. And I actually am liking this a lot better already. Oh, that's the wrong one. Try it again. Uh-huh. I have to do it sort of. I have to do this part sort of carefully. Actually, no, I don't want that. I don't want this underside to stack. So I will just select these. Perfect. I'll select this one. That one. Select all three of these. And I don't have to do the whole other thing. I can grab that. That. F. Then again. And if I want to copy this frame over here to make sure it's identical on that side. Yeah, I'm cloning, not stacking. F. And then I have that frame again. Oh, now then, let's frame this out. Because kind of set ourselves up. There's like a lot of depth going on in this build, intentionally or unintentionally. That's okay. You're absolutely. Well, Phil, I want to check something. This have could, if we wanted to. It might complicate things for us. I want to try it out. To have like this kind of inside here, that wood color. And I think we can manage that if we use, yeah, okay. Yes. And it's sticking out a little bit, but I think that's okay. Do that. And ooh, I actually really, really like that. Hey, I love that actually. That looks freaking sick. Um, gives it some shading. I think we're gonna go with that. And if you notice, there is a bit of the, I did a little bit of it over there, but there's a bit of this sort of stuff. I think how we'll get away with here is that we'll just put like a block, perhaps. But hold on. Might be sneaky. Yeah, I think that. And then maybe this. And that. That. Oops. Like that. That. There we go. And maybe that. You gotta be careful because you don't want it to be too chunky. Is that a side? I don't. Because it is like a. I don't think I like this. Let's just do that. Well, let's go like that. So it looks a little bit more kind of cheating it a little. And this is where we kind of want to create that Y sort of shape, I think. Oh, come on. Ooh. Uh, I don't know how I feel about that. That one. No. Hmm. Try to figure this shit out is like nightmare, nightmare. I think that looks okay though. Looks a little bit. I might do like. Ooh, I think I know. I will do a. To do like a support thing almost. That's too chunky. I don't like that. Um, I don't want to do this. All right, let's get rid of this and maybe we can find a different sort of way to decorate this because I do really like this idea. But what if we do a sort of circle window, perhaps? Or, huh? Yes. Huh? Okay, my architect. That's annoying. And then like a round window here. As sort of like a decoration block you can use. Maybe we can make it look supported by this. That back. Or, you know what do we got for walls? I think this might be the closest thing. Sucks. I think that might be way too dark. Yeah, it's way too dark. I tried. Okay, we'll just use the oak fence or the dark oak fence for that there. Make it kind of look like it's a little bit more supported, perhaps? Question mark? I don't know how I feel about it. And then maybe we could do... Come on. That. That. We're getting kind of an interesting look now, I think. Yeah. Let's go that. Let's do that. I kind of like how that looks. It's a bit interesting. All right, what are we saying? Uh yeah, depth, yeah, I have to yeah, adding frame. Uh, yeah, adding frames can kind of make or break a small house. Houses. Yeah, but this is what I'm doing is like a starter house. This is my starter house. So it's just the basics. Um but I do like how that looks a lot. Now, if we go into that, if we look, I take another peek at our, kind of got rounded windows, and we can't really do crap with it. I do want to figure out how I'm gonna add that sort of frame piece to this side. We're gonna kind of do the same thing. Ooh, ooh, that's a problem. Because look, we're already, that's okay. That shouldn't be a problem. It's sticking out so much that the porch is now already covered, but that's okay. We can still start it right there. Yeah. Yeah. So, so Okay. And I think what I'll also do is I'll pop this out one. And I think if we go and we go ahead and we go copy, we go need to fix some gap. Oh no, that actually worked out pretty good. We do have to fill this in. Okay. And have like a bit of a gap here, but actually no, oops, this is too far forward. Oof. Better. And then we kind of have to do something similar there to here, but we've got like a lot less space. But I do want to bring in that we'll just roll with it. What's this? Yes. It's fine. It's fine. It's not gonna be perfect. There we go. And then tuck that there. And remember, it's okay that this isn't super perfect because we are going to be adding this stuff here anyway. Maybe this full block. That. And like that. Mm, a little annoying. Pardon me while I flounder. Okay. Break that. This absolutely has to be full block, I think. And then Okay, I think I got that one like that. That one like that. Could be better, but I think that one looks okay. I suppose. Yeah, I think that one's okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. Wheat, I guess. This is close as yeah. But yes, I would love vertical slabs in vanilla. I realize bigger builds make this kind of stuff a lot easier, but as I am building a starter houses tend to be small so that it's easier to lovely. And the windows here, they're kind of I think I want to make them I'm not gonna worry about the windows right now. So we'll get back to that. We also have windows here with shutters. Um, and you can always use the warped trapdoors, but it might look better with the regular door because this is solid. Oh, but you need like the thing under it, right? That's also true. So let's check some shutters there. Um, and when I am making windows, I tend to not actually use the clear glass. It actually looks worse. I like using the grays, whites. If you want to get like fancy, you can use like a brighter color, like orange, like I did over there, which I think looks really good. Um, right now we're just gonna use gray. On. I think we're also gonna do here. This. Actually, I think I might use. Yeah. And let's go warped. Grab one of. I only need one. Huh? Make these sort of roofed windows. And see. Yeah, I want to tackle this. I might want to give it a bit of a flower box looking thing. I want to figure out how I want to go about doing it. Excuse me. I might just use signs. Might be the easiest thing to do. Yeah, I think that'll be it. Now we could use warped signs. Which one looks better? It is with Bruce. Warped. Really like it. I think might not use signs. I do like. Wonder if we could. I do kind of like that. I think we'll go with that. See ya, Fiona. Also, hello, Raccoon. We're building a house. Is that too much, I wonder? We also want to start making this chimney. Haven't done yet. And I think that we're basically gonna want to check it flush up against the wall here. Let's make it kind of, yeah. So stack. Want it to kind of peek up behind. So you can still kind of see it. Then we will use these guys. Extend a little bit. Not super high. Oh. Now we should probably. Oh, come on. Did that update everything? Of course it did not. Oh, come on. I would have been better off just. Perfect. And then maybe one more. Actually, let's go. Brick. Grab the stairs. One of these. Come on. Oh, come on. There we go. It's kind of our chimney. Perfect. Now then. This is, again, this is not textured. This is just the shape. And I think we're getting to a really good place. And let's do a little chicken coop, which will probably just be spruce and warped. Yes. So the chicken coop design that I like to go by typically is like the functional one. It's got like a footprint like this. This is kind of the footprint, and I'm wondering, I hope it's not too big. I think that could be a good side. Yeah, that could be fine. Yeah. And we're going to use trapdoors and stuff. And what they're going to do is we're going to have hoppers and this, and going to do, you know what? I think that I'm actually going to use barrels. Yeah, I'm going to use barrels because they are flush with the ground. And then you stuck hopper, hopper. Then you need your, do I have it in any of my hot bars? Oh no, I do. I lied. Aha. See, I probably don't want that, but you know what I do want? I think it would cover it, but still give us access to the line. So there's like a little bit of coverage, but we could still, yes, since we have click through. Perfect. And then we have to go on the outside, and of course, I want to be able to see if we use the we use the spruce. What you would usually do is you'd go this. We're not gonna be able to see the chicken, and I want to see the chicken. So we're gonna do a different color, and I think it's probably. I guess we can do warped. It's all things considering, because you can see it. Get up there. And the chicken just sits in here, pooping out eggs, filling this with eggs. Um, the thing is that on my server, we're running a mod where eggs are actually quite useful. And they aren't super useful in vanilla, unfortunately. Can't really make a lot of food with them other than, like, pie and cake, I think. Well, uses. Yeah. They're good for pie. They're good for cake. Not much else. But pumpkin pie is a pretty good source of in-game food. And also, like, you get a lot of chickens this way. We'll continue making this, though. I think I will just go ahead and make this square. And 1, 2, yeah. Yes, this is an odd number. Perfect. Okay. Now I can make a different style chicken coop that is more of a visual thing. We'll test out a few. I'm also going to go ahead and move my block palette over there. Doing here. Anyway. I could just another trap door. Give my chickens some more space. here and do the chicken stuff. Like I said, there's some barrels there. Then I could just do a simple little. Oh, I guess I don't even need. Ahead and do this. That even. Womp. Womp. That. Right. Oop. That. Perfect. And I guess for a floor, we'll just go with oak. A little chicken coop. Then our chickens would, obviously. I think I turned mob spawning off, so I don't even think they'll spawn. Oh, they will spawn. He wants to go in. It's because I've made such a cool little... Come here. Why isn't it letting me... Oh, yeah, he'll be able to jump right out. Right. That's why I had it as a... Here's my... Stupid. Why I had them as these to begin with. I thought I was like, oh, actually, I just made a cool improvement. No. Oh, right. I have to, like... You'll never be free. And then they just kind of chill in there forever. There. And that's where they live now. And then their eggs will just pop out here. Now, if you want to do something a little bit more expensive, you can go under here and make like a chicken killing chamber that is fueled by these guys. But I don't know if I want to do that just for the creative. I don't think Like, I don't really have enough room. Because, yeah. But you could make a chicken killing chamber under your thing, to make it look more legit. So, here, second. That look bad? Yeah, I hate when people do that. So yeah, we just want places as bad as it looks. Cool, and then we should probably. I don't want it to look blue in here, so I might. Perfect. Maybe we could come out here and do a little bit of. You guys are ruining the immersion by clipping through the walls. How dare you? So there's this style. You can make it, and then maybe do a little bit of a because in the picture there's this like nice little fence around it, right? Make sure these all connect. Give it a few entrance areas, perhaps. Here. And here. And we kind of have this like little fence area with the chickens, and maybe we'll have like a few outside. Just for decoration. I don't know. Like I said, this is all very basic stuff, and I'm trying to judge how I feel about it, but I don't know. I think I want to start texturing because it's looking all very, very, very flat. So let's start texturing. Grab a new hotbar. Let's delete everything, and then let's go. Let's texture this stuff first. So boop, 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 boop. Boop. Okay. And we're doing this. We want to go from dark at the top to light at the bottom because dark is under the shadow of this lip of this roof. So let's go. Boop, boop, boop. And then shoot. Shoot. That. Maybe we do like that. That could be like close. That would be maybe go in here. Guess we can go ahead and use replace mode. Let's do that. Make this dark. This dark. And yeah, because this is the roof line. And immediately under it, it starts to get darker. Yes. And lightest at the very bottom. Same thing here. Under the roof line. Immediately underneath, it gets a little lighter. And lightest at the very bottom. Okay, and you could immediately tell how that makes such a difference to how this all looks. Right? Completely different.
Gonna get dinner and stuff started, then up bakong.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. I think I also would like... And... I want to... turn that off. Add that bit of a curved support. And let's see how that starts looking. Places. I think that's also gonna do something real good for the build. Yeah, that's adding a lot of really good shape. And we're getting a little bit more depth with the variation in color. All good. That there. And that there. And then the staircase there. We're getting a lot more shape, which I love. Now this one's a little tricky because we've got the chimney blocking us, but that's okay. Oh, come on. There, like that. And then let's make sure... Now let's make sure this all gets replaced, because this should all be dark too, right? Because it's in shadow, so it should be dark. We're thinking of this as like a paintbrush rather than just a material. So that's in shadow up there, and towards the bottom, it's not as in shadow, so it gets a little brighter. Now, because the background is white, it's kind of hard to see that, but as we texture everything, that illusion will get even stronger, I promise you. Also, thank you for the super chat page. Gotta get dinner and stuff and then hop back on. Oh, it's Trans Day of Visibility. It's the one day of the year that you can actually see me. Yippee. Yes. So we're starting to add a bit of depth. Heart bar. And then we're gonna grab our... God, that looks so much darker. That's... I need to... use the gradient helper again. I'm gonna go polished andesite instead of... I think there's in between block, yeah. Lodestone, but I don't... Gravel? Got like the light... Why does that look so much darker? Oh, it's underneath a block. Okay. I was gonna say that looks so dark. Ah, I'm an idiot. Makes so much sense now. Okay, cool. And then diorite, and then the polyl oak. Okay. So we're doing this dark gray in the shadows, and replacement has been enabled. Perfect. So up in the shadows, up at the top, and along here. The darkest places in the build. Then we're going smooth stone. And I might go might kind of keep it like that. People go yeah, I think that's fine. Then when we go here, we'll go the top on the sides should be the darkest with the smooth stone. We're not even using yeah, the pale oak that much, really. I don't like how I think I might honestly, I think I might go grab the color palette here because I'm not digging this really. So my color palette here, it was this. I think this will be better. Let's try this again. Enabled. So this is the darkest color now. This dark, all in shadow, right? And then we go polished diorite to be a little bit lighter than that. Okay. I think this looks better. Polished diorite again. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Calcite. And then maybe maybe we won't do the stripped pale oak. Maybe we'll just go right to, because this is smaller, so we don't have as much room. We might just not do that. We'll just do the 4 colors. I think that looks good. Yeah, that looks a lot better, I think, than this. Yeah, that's way better. All right. Hmm? This looks I'm a lot more confident now. All right, darkest. Also, fuck this up somehow. Oop. What did I do? Back to our regularly scheduled programming of texturing. I don't know how that happened. Right. Or the diorite, whatever you want to call it. Go. Okay. Good. And now we're gonna go. Oh, that. Yeah, I like this a lot better than the first palette. Okay, that it's kind of similar to what we had going on over. Oh, for Christ. Yep. Um. Actually, that's fine. Perfect. And then in here, it should be kind of dark too. Uh. Also, something looks off here. Right, I wanted to make like the entire inside of this dark brown. Yeah, like that looks. Okay, cool. I don't think it's quite at the cozy stage just yet. Got a lot of work to do. Let's go tough. Oh, right, we were gonna. Let's texture the tough area. So we'll go. Start adding. Okay. Dang it, I didn't mean to do that. I don't think there's really anything that has like a white and green texture that I can make mimic vines like that, unfortunately. Which sucks. Yeah. I mean, there's that, but that's not exactly a vanilla block. Oh, you know what? I wish I'd used some of it. It's this stuff. I wanted to use some of this stuff. Ugh. I think this is like yeah, this is like a similar color. So, ooh. Yes, I like that. It's to sort of mix up the texture. Yes, please. Like that. Tuck that there and there. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. Sweet. I like that. We get a combination of like light textures, and then we have like more of like a noisy texture here to like make it kind of makes it look like it's very hand handmade. And we need a little staircase. Ba, 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 ba. Let's grab you. Grab you. Hmm. And let's grab you instead. Yeah, that. Grab some you. Like that. This. Oh, I hate this. Eh. Annoyed. Come here. Okay, like that. A little chunkier than what it is in the reference picture. Okay. And then there's like a barrel front. Do I have any barrels? Hopper. I'll just grab one. People can make like a little pile of like pile here. Got a little guy there, like packed stuff there. What else do we got? We've got a bit of a stone path. We've got a welcome mat. We've got a flower box. We've got some wood stacked behind, kind of tucked in behind, and then we've got the tree in the background. So let's do the wood first. Let's go oak wood. Log. Let's go log. Let's also grab a new hotbar to use. So we've got this. We might use the spruce. We might use the stripped spruce. We might use the stripped, and then of course I think we're going to use the campfire again. And then let's make sure that we have a shovel. Put the campfires out. So you want these sticking out a little bit, I think. Might be better if they're... wood pile back there. I like that. Cool. Stack of logs. I like that. I think I also would like to grab here. I think I do want to do the sort of scalloped roof design. We still have to texture the roof. Okay. That sort of scalloping going on. And I think we'll start with dark at the bottom and light at the top. So yeah, we still have to do that. I've been putting it off. Get rid of this. Hold on to that. But let's go dark. Prism. Make sure. I want to start dark at the bottom. So, I mean, we just did the scalloping. We're gonna, everything down here, we're gonna want to have dark. Oh. And I think we could start trans. So let's go. I think if it's in the corners and stuff more, it goes up a bit higher. That. That's kind of the texturing we're looking at so far. Obviously, has to be. But yeah, that transitionary stage. Then up there. It. That. Sorry it flickers, it's because it's replacing the stairs and it like freaks out with the rendering. Oxidized copper blocks I thought about. We might try a little bit. But I was having some struggles with them. So this is what we have so far. I'm not going to worry about the backside yet because right now we're just trying to make it look good once we realize that it's... Once we get to a place that we like. Because here's what happens with the oxidized copper. Right? This. So let's grab the darkest one. Which objectively is like Oxidized cut is the darker one, just because it has more detail on it. There is this stuff, the chiseled copper, but I don't, yeah, it doesn't have a stair variant. So. And what happens here is that it's such a jump, right? So if we were to go... You see how much of a jump that is? You might be okay, though. We might be okay. Might be alright. We also have a trapdoor, too. Yeah, it might be okay. Not too bright, is it? You don't think? Actually, this gives us an interesting... Are these wax? No, of course they're not wax. Shit! Um... Isn't... Ah, stupid. Not even the trapdoor. Baba boom. Again.
Bababois.
I want the wax. Dang it. Yeah, I think it's all fixed. Okay. might hide that way you can't see that shit from, yeah. Shoot. Nice. Oh yeah, it doesn't change color once it's at the last level. You're right. I freaked out over freaking nothing. Dang it. I do that sometimes. Okay. So yeah, this looks fine. Let's texture this stuff. Where did I decide was the cut off at this level? Um, I think that looks okay. Oh, and let's not forget you. Ah. Oh. All right. Yeah, so there it is with a bit of texturing done. I think we could still push it a little more. I'd like to texture the chicken coop a little bit. Let's come over and do that. Hmm? The thing looks really funny, so I gotta say. Um, Perfect. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. And let's go for, where is my... So, I think again, we'll do darkest up top. Looks good. I like how that looks. We also use a bit of you guys. Nice. Okay. Then I want a little bit of a stone path coming out here. So we're probably gonna go ahead and use you. I think will be then regular cobble. So we will do and that will be kind of like the basis of our path, and then we want to wrap this mossy around it. Perhaps little sprinkle it on its own a bit too, I think. And take this to kind of in with the grass. Get a little bit more texture. Sometimes I also like to use... Now you can use like different texture. I just want to do like a grassy sort of, make it look a little bit more cottagecore, I suppose. If you want to use that word. Which, you know, SEO. I'm happy to use for SEO. We got like a bit of a path coming around here, and we're also going to go ahead and grab a little stone button, and we can kind of also use that to break things up. And I want to try two other things. Have this stuff, and we wouldn't use... Oh, right, this has to be, I think. Huh? Oh, guys. I'm very confused why this isn't working. Pale hanging moss. Wait a minute. Has to... Oh, okay. isn't there a vine? Hold on, let me figure this out, you guys. Or is it just... Ew, okay. That's cool. And maybe I will... I'll use that in some strategic places. Here. That's fun. That looks cool. Huh? Okay. I like that. Use it sparingly, though, I think. Stick it there. Looks very cool, though. Okay, cool. We still have lichen, and that could kind of also help break up that, or sort of like help with that gradient, I should say, not break up. You don't want it everywhere, but you see how it's kind of helping to gradually shift like that. Gradually shift it up here like that. Let's yeah. Now we've got a bit more of a, and the other cool thing, time set, that it gives our path a bit of a glow. Speaking of which, this is not lit up at all. So that's something we have to work out as well. So we need some lighting. But for now, we've got like our path. We've got our house nice and textured, and I think I am liking this. If I can make the interior work, I think I might make this my starter house. I am really liking it. And then we have like our little chicken coop out here. I'm still on the fence about if I'm going to use this kind of a chicken coop, because again, we don't really need a chicken coop like this, because vanilla doesn't really have much use for eggs. So I think I might go with a slightly different design. We could just copy everything and try it out with a different design, but we're going to keep going with this for now and then tweak it out and then like swap it out later. Did they add firefly bushes? Not to this update. I don't think. No. That's the next one. There's not a lot of... Oh, and we've got to fix the chimney as well. So let's grab chimney blocks. So that would be... Oop. 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 Grab these as well. And this is another one where when you want to imitate masonry, you're not really texturing it the same way you want to do that sort of gradient. You're sort of being a little bit more patchy. You want it in blobs. Oop. Here's a blob of that, and then maybe we'll do a blob of that. That perhaps. Right. Overall impression we still want is brick, but see how that looks a little bit more interesting. Then we'll do right there, and then that looks a lot more, I think, a lot more interesting. Kind of a bit broken up. Right, two, and that still looks good. I like that. Don't need a lot of bricks to still give that impression and texture, right? Still have what we want there. Okay. We're doing pretty good, guys. Hello, squeakers. Oh, hi, Olander. What is my, my thoughts on the Happy Gas? I like it in a vacuum, but I worry what it represents. I worry that it represents that Minecraft is going to do commercial tie-ins unrelated to the game. That scares me a little bit, I'm gonna be honest with you. But we'll see. I guess I'll trust them for now. They don't deserve it, but you know what I want to do? I don't know if this will work for me. Hmm. Also have a texture pack where I got bars that are a little bit. I think these look better. I'm trying not to change the vanilla look too much, but these match a little bit better with chains and stuff. So yeah, just thought I'd let you know that I have these. I think I'm not going to use them here, I think, but I'm trying to figure out a cool way to I think that's fine. And then it kind of looks like it's a bolt thing. It kind of looks like it's a bolt holding that in place. The lighting there. I haven't set up my mini HUD. Render. There's Alright, I think we're done with texturing. Now let's make sure, let's see if this is even going to function as a starter house, okay? So we have lots of room. Let's start to fill some of this in. Like it has like almost. I think that looks okay from the side. It should. You have a little bit of space right here. Yeah, we have some space right here. Let's keep it. Maybe we can use some storage there. So let's figure things out a little bit first. I do like in the corner is kind of structural. Here, we will make this our ceiling. And we'll do our okay. And then let's grab we have any slabs out here? Thought I would, but I guess not. And maybe we can better here and here. Yeah. Get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. Put that back in place. And then it can be 1, 2, right here. Perfect. And then we'll grab this and facing in a weird direction. Alright, we still need to break this up into floors. And I think we don't want this to be way up here. Probably either want it at this level so that it's like floor height. Then we'd have like this as a floor, and that might be a little awkward. Or of course we could do, but this is probably going to be like all glass. Let's actually do it now. Glass. A. Might change the color of the glass, but we're gonna stick with the gray for now. So we'll probably want to be viewing this here, so a good place for the floor to be would be right here. That kind of perfect. And yes. So this is floor. We will probably go ahead. This. Right here. Stack it so it's a little bit easier. Didn't like do a weird stack, did I? Okay. Actually, wonder if I could make this. I don't think so. Just to get it to me. Well, why am I? Because that can be any color because it's on the inside. It's fine. That's not. Yes. And okay. Dang it. And like that. And then it kind of gives the impression of vaulted ceilings a little bit, I think. Okay. We still need a way to get from this floor to that floor. And like I said, I want this to kind of be my chest. My dude. this. Okay. We can open these because those are stairs and slabs, so it's not a full block. Perfect. Okay. Now, I think I'm just going to keep my bed down here. Put that there. And maybe make it look not as crappy by putting these and go sign. I wonder how the hanging sign would look like that. Okay, so we could do... No, I hate that. Just use the regular sign. Oh, my. That. Oh. Bed. Almost looks like it's a little closed in. And we'll do a ladder. Probably put some additional storage up here for bulk. I think if we... this. Yeah, it looks a little bit better. Let's keep this as a furnished array. Let's put... Hold on. Let's grab some more barrels. Bill? Grab some of this. Not a lot up here. Yeah, that has to stay like that because it's an outside wall. But, Yep. Yeah. Bit of the... more stuff up here, and we don't have to find. I don't think we have enough room for a enchanting setup up here. Let's see. Bookshelf. Right. So let's see. Ah, shit. Off. And it. I don't think it'll matter if I put it up that high, eh? No. Dang it. Oh, okay, that one extra one was just enough. I suppose. Okay. Maybe I can live with that. I don't like how it blocks the fucking window, so... Like I said, I like putting, like, librarians in my enchantment room in the same area, so that's probably what I'll do in this case as well. And I'll just save this up here for, like, bulk storage, I guess. I can, I think I could probably fit quite a bit of chests up there if I want to. They're gonna be able to, Gosh dang it. But I think, Okay. Then, yeah, absolutely. Perfect. Uh-huh. Yeah, I like that. Okay, good, good, good. If I move this ladder here... Perfect. I can have a bit of a... I wonder if I could... Try something. Yeah, I think yeah. No. Kind of fun, though. Do you notice? Do you even notice it from out here? I think I'm doing too much. There we go. Okay. Just some bulk storage. And that stuff. Okay. I'd like to give this a little bit of texture. Oh. Thanks for that. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, let's do like a little bit of a tile design. It's gonna bug me because I know. I know this is gonna bug me if I don't, you know? No, this should be... That should be that. That should be that. That should be that. Yes. Alright. Ooh. I'll replace. Yeah, that's fine. Got like this cool tile texture that I think looks really cool. I really like this little tile texture. Perfect. Okay. How would I organize this though, you know? Suppose you'd go. And I guess I would probably go. Hog. probably wood, logs, planks, then represent I want to do this. Yeah. Well, no, let's go. Yeah, let's go sapling. So logs, and like building blocks, and wood items. Like, yeah, saplings and basically anything that can't be probably fences and stuff. Let's go. The food chest, we need a mob drop chest. World. Why? Why isn't that opening? This is an axiom. Deep slate. Ute. Maybe. And blocks. Well, probably end and nether. We're running out of space. Yeah, let's go nether blocks. Tend not to get a lot of sand, though. But I do get a lot of dirt, cobble, and deep slate. Let's go granite for, like, other... Yeah. We'll have, like... This is, like, the other stone blocks chest. And then that'll probably be sand and granite and diorite and everything like that will probably all go in there. And we'll keep these free for now. No, because we'll probably want a... We don't have a crafting chest, actually. We should probably take care of that. Just chuck it right there. Or I could... that there, I suppose. Now, let's do... Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That looks fine. Yes, we will want a... Consider this like utility blocks, and then let's go, maybe our tools. Go. Armor. And then let's have like I don't know, like a quest item, like smithing templates and stuff. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. And again, then we have like this chest that I don't really have something for, but I'm sure we'll get. And the lighting in here is technically fine. But let's just make sure. These maybe want to. It's right above here, by the way. You know what I might do? Go here. Let's grab the lodestone. Is this a directional block? Makes an interesting sound when you set it. Interesting. Let's do this one. Up here, that looks kind of suspicious, but I think if we go, or let's go carpets, either do this, or I think we both look pretty good. Will look pretty good, I think. Or would it look better if it was? I think I like this cyan for a bit of a pop of color. I'm just gonna put more lanterns up there like that. Yeah. And just for fun, if we have this, we get a bit of oh. You know, that was a thing that happened, but go kill. Either use this or this goes there. That's... I like that. I thought I would get some articles, but maybe it's only the maybe it's only in the biome itself. I think it blends in too. I was hoping to get some particle effects, but it's fine. Yeah, let's just go bamboo and go, yeah, bright. Very bright. Very, very bushy. Perfect. Cool. Cool. I think I might also do... Oh, for frig sakes. Trying to get out. There we go. How does this look from the outside? Actually okay with it. Let's also grab these and do a little... Okay. You can't put that there because we were already going. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, that's fine. What did I use for... Oh, right. Oh. Mm-hmm. Natural blocks, let's check it. You put the torch flowers in the flower pots? You can. Oh, that looks pretty. Okay. Love it, love it, love it. And we're gonna have to copy it and paste it on the other side. Let's just go clone. Let's just... Oh. Yes, I like that much better. Okay, we're doing pretty good, I would say. I think I might want to mess up the little chicken coop area. Got some podzol. The dirt path. There is horse rooted. There is mud. Oh. Hello.
Ping.
What? Why are you pinging me? Why are you pinging me? Why is there an alarm? Oh. Hi. What?
Buckle.
Okay, hi. Hi, guys. Did something happen? Are we all good? Ah, I see. Yes.
Me and Boggle s'éraillent signe de la main.
Right. Hehehe. It is getting late. I didn't realize how late it was getting. I got so into building my stuff. But I think we're at like a really good place today. Like the only other thing that I was gonna like kind of do was make this look like a little farmyard. That's not really hard to. Yes, I think I'm liking this as a sort of starter house vibe. But I do think I am being summoned. So I think I should probably start heading out. But this is what we got done today. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I will probably be streaming again tomorrow night. I have a so-called critic to put in his place. I don't know if he's actually seen the videos I made, but Dominic Noble seems to be responding to some of the backlash that his previous videos got about Wicked, and I don't know if it was directly related to mine. But we'll see what he says in the review tomorrow and find out. Anyway. Thank you to my patrons, Paige, Harvey, Vashtor, Thomas, Walker, Elias, Liam, and Swampling. If you would like to support me on Patreon, you can find a link in the description down below, or you can support me with a one-time donation over on Ko-Fi. The link is also in the description below if you're interested in that. And Patreon donations will, of course, be able to come and hang out in the community server. Make sure you link your Discord account to your Patreon if you are interested in that. I see you guys all next time. Have a great night. Bye-bye.